Days after the Braz in Manhattan, killing of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson, police on Monday arrested a 26-year-old Ivy League graduate at McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Luigi Mangione, who HS from a wealthy family from Maryland, was arrested after a customer recognized him and tipped off the authorities. When arrested, Mangione was carrying a 3D printed gun, fake IDs, and a manifesto railing against corporate greed. Now, how did Mangione go from blue BL to an alleged cold-blooded killer? Our next report uncovers the full story.
The cold-blooded murder of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson reads like a thriller, but the aftermath, that's where the story takes an unexpected, almost a surreal turn. Thompson, 50, was gunned down in broad daylight outside the New York Hilton Midtown last Wednesday. Surveillance footage shows a masked man pacing on the sidewalk, scanning the crowd. Then he spots Thompson, strides across the street and fires a brazen, calculated hit, one bullet in the back and another in the right calf. The gunman fled into Central Park, ditched his bike, and vanished until 5 days later, when he reappeared in the unlikeliest of places, a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Luigi Mangione, a 26-year-old Ivy League graduate, was munching on a meal when a sharp customer thought, "Hey, isn't that the guy from the newscom?" But decisive, the customer tipped off an employee who quietly called the cops, and moments later Mangione was in custody, still mid-burger.
Earlier this morning in Altoona, Pennsylvania, members of the Altoona Police Department arrested Luigi Mangione, a 26-year-old male, on firearms charges. At this time, he is believed to be our person of interest in the brazen, targeted murder of Brian Thompson, CEO of UnitedHealthcare, last Wednesday in Midtown Manhattan. The suspect was in a McDonald's and was recognized by an employee who then called local police.
Police found Mangione carrying a 3D printed ghost gun, a muscle suppressor, multiple fake IDs, and a handwritten manifesto railing against corporate greed. The clothes in his bag also matched those worn during the crime, and his weapon was consistent with the murder weapon.
Upon further investigation, officers recovered a firearm on his person as well as a suppressor, both consistent with the weapon used in the murder. They also recovered clothing, including a mask consistent with those worn by our wanted individual. Also recovered was a fraudulent New Jersey ID matching the ID our suspect used to check into his New York City hostel before the shooting incident. Additionally, officers recovered a handwritten document that speaks to both his motivation and mindset.
Mayor Eric Adams called Mang's capture a testament to everyday heroes, but the public's reaction was far from heroic. While Thompson's colleagues and family grieved the attendees, the internet erupted in a firestorm of memes and mockery. Good riddance, some wrote, blaming Thompson for the frustrations. Millions fade with denied claims and rising medical bills, while others created tasteless jokes, turning the murder into a viral punchline. Even McDonald's wasn't spared in the chaos. Trolls review bombed the Altoona branch, flooding Google with absurd one-star comments. Rats in the kitchen, one review screamed, "They'll make you sick and insurance won't cover it." The irony wasn't lost, but Google quickly removed the posts, calling them a violation of their policies.
But some attention in this case, especially online, has been deeply disturbing, as some have looked to celebrate instead of condemning this killer. Brian Thompson was a father to two, he was a husband, and he was a friend to many, and yes, he was the CEO of a health insurance company. Compan in America, we do not kill people in cold blood to resolve policy differences or express a viewpoint.
Mangione, a 220 graduate from the University of Pennsylvania, is believed to have acted alone. His writings point to deep resentment of corporate America, which police believe fueled his actions. His high school friends said they were shocked to learn the one-time prep school valedictorian may have been struggling. He was always doing the right thing. Manang always had a smile on his face, never really got the vibes of him being socially awkward, so that's why I'm really surprised I graduated. In 2015 he graduated. In 2016 it's crazy how 10 years later how people can change. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro praised the McDonald's employee for their bravery and even bluntly declared this killer is no hero. Thanks for watching this video.